Hey everyone, I was reading this really insightful article from Shift magazine that made me pause and think about how we work in teams. It's all about something they call egoless development, and it hit home. Welcome to our channel. The article starts with a scenario that feels way too familiar. A team arguing over whether to use a global Redux store or a context-only solution for a new React component. Minutes later, someone pushes a change that breaks the whole test suite. The point they make is that software teams don't usually fail because of bad code. They implode because someone really needed to win the argument. So, what is egoless development? The article clarifies it's not about being passive or giving up on your ideas. It's about letting the problem drive the solution, not your personal need to be right. It means staying open to ideas from anyone, even junior teammates, focusing on what adds value to the product, and accepting feedback without getting defensive. It's separating your self-worth from the quality of your code. The piece then breaks down exactly how ego shows up and undermines everything. Things like defensive responses to feedback, like saying, "That's how we did it before," which just stifles improvement. Not invented here syndrome, where you reject a perfectly good external library just because you didn't build it, leading to wasted time and more bugs. Knowledge hoarding, where one person is the only one who understands a critical module, creating a huge risk for the team. And status-driven architecture, where someone pushes for a trendy new technology just because it looks good on their resume, not because it's the right tool for the job. The article explains there's a psychological reason this is so hard. Neuroscience shows that criticism of our work activates the same brain pathways as a physical threat. That's why a simple code review comment can feel like a personal attack. Understanding that is the first step to building a better defense. They use a powerful real-world example. Linus Torvalds, the creator of Linux. For years, his harsh communication style on mailing lists drove talented contributors away. In one famous incident, he dismissed a developer's security proposal as brain damaged. That developer left, and the security concern they raised later became a real exploit. Torvalds eventually took a break, issued a public apology, and committed to a code of conduct, showing that even brilliant leaders can cause damage when ego overrides empathy. But the article also shares a positive example from the author's own experience. After they pushed code that caused a major production outage, their team lead's first message was, "Okay, let's work the problem. Walk us through what happened, no judgment, just facts." That blameless approach allowed them to fix the issue in minutes and then focus the retrospective on improving the testing process for everyone, instead of assigning blame. So, how do you build an egoless team? The article suggests practical steps like treating code reviews as conversations, not verdicts. Ask, "I'm curious about your approach," instead of, "Why did you do that?" Holding process-focused retrospectives that ask, "What will we try next?" instead of, "Who caused this?" Rotating responsibilities so everyone gets experience leading and making decisions. And loudly celebrating team wins, not individual heroics. The data on purpose-driven, egoless teams is compelling. They solve problems faster, build higher quality products, have much happier team members, and see far lower turnover. The article wraps up with a simple but powerful reminder. The best code you'll ever write is the code you wrote with others. The best solution is the one that made someone else's idea better. It definitely gave me a lot to think about for my own work. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced the negative effects of ego on a team, or if you've been part of a truly collaborative, egoless environment. What made it work? Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe.